Morning, Randy T-Bird here. Sunday morning, November 24th. Cloudy, cool. Going to an event today. It's called Birds on Bikes. It's been going on a long time, and it benefits a St. Vincent de Paul charities, Catholic charities, and people ride in and bring turkeys and food and whatever. It's a worthwhile event. I've been going to it since it started. It's like 17 or 18 years, something. So I'm on my way now. I'm not out of town today. I'm riding through town. It's not too far from where I live, but we'll see if this light ever changes for me. I had a show last night with my band. Came out all right. Of course, you know, musicians, we're never happy with what we do, but everybody else said it sounded great, so I guess it wasn't too bad. So debuted a bunch of new songs that we hadn't done before, so that's always fun. But going into the busy season for my music, so it's going to be going several shows between now and the end of the year, and that's a good thing. A little money in my pocket. A lot of fun playing music. Next to riding motorcycles, playing music is one of the most amazing things. I have a whole nother circle of friends in the music world, and that's real cool. Anyway, headed south on I-17 and the 10 transition here. It's a bit sketchy at times. The road moves over 3 or 4 lanes, and people don't pay attention. You know how that goes if you ride. So if I drop out for a second, it just means I'm watching my ass. So anyway, another nice weather day. Like I say, a little cloudy, but not too bad. A little cooler than what we're used to. It's in the 50s right now. Broke out my leather jacket for the first time this year. That's something new. I think my leather shrunk over the winter. It seems to be a little bit tighter. I don't think it could have had anything to do with drinking beer and eating more food than normal here recently. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the leather shrunk. It does that when you put it away for 7 months a year. Anyway, if anybody else has experienced that stuff, yeah, let me know how to correct shrinking leather. I've heard that exercise and a proper diet will do that, but you know, at 65 years old, I am an old dog. I don't learn many new tricks. Some, but not many. This road here that I'm on during the weekdays is a frickin' nightmare. It is crowded and busy and trucks everywhere. But on the weekends, it's actually, I don't know if you could call it a normal road, but not bad. Not bad. Ahead of us there is what we call South Mountain. There's a lot of towers on the mountain. That's the television towers. When my family moved here in 1963, there was 4 towers up there. Now you can't even count them. There's so many. As to the west, it's called the Estrella Mountains. It's the highest point in the valley. That one peak. Well, we'll get around these trees, you can see it. The one peak in the distance, that's 2,900 feet. We actually had a hailstorm earlier in the week. It was dropping golf ball size hail. It hailed for over an hour and a half up there in that area of town, and it looked like snow on the mountains. So it was pretty unique for this time of year. But with the rain that we get here, this is the signal of the change of the seasons. It's finally what we shift into what we call the winter mode. We have 2 seasons here, hot and not hot. But that usually does it. A November rainstorm like came in earlier in the week, dropped a couple 3 inches of rain, and that flips the switch over to winter. So we're supposed to have more rain next week and temperatures in the 50s. Thanksgiving Day is going to only be in the 50s. Anyway, what's this guy doing? Anyway, on the old section of the I-10 freeway, if you look, you can see, I'll try to get a shot of downtown Phoenix for those of you who don't live here and don't know what that is, it's big buildings. The Chase Field where the Arizona Diamondbacks play. And I used to work down here in this neighborhood, in these big warehouses. So I spent a lot of time down here over the years. Yeah, the city's getting really big. A lot of big buildings these days. Got a rider up in front of us. So, short blast on the freeway. Now, for once, my visor's fogging up. That's new. We have to crack this thing. That'll do it. Yeah, I'm hoping a lot of people show up to this event this year because it's a worthwhile event, and it seems to have been declining just for the sheer preponderance of events that they have this time of year with the dealers and other organizations. It really should be better. It's a good cause. St. Vincent de Paul feeds homeless people, and they really take care of the less than fortunate people that you have in this city. There's a big homeless problem in this city, and I don't know about you, but a lot of us are basically a couple paychecks from living in a cardboard box somewhere. So it could be us someday. So if you need any other motivation than that, there's one right there. But I suppose you should give back to people. Like this guy's going where I'm going. There's some more bikes pulling in. Yeah, there's you should give back a little bit, you know, because you never know when the table's turned. But not much farther now. Central Avenue, the main drag of Phoenix, Arizona. This is the old stretch of the freeway, and the old part of Phoenix, kind of industrial, older neighborhoods. Like I said, I spent a lot of time working down here. I worked just on the other side of the freeway there for many, many years. And I remember when it only took me about 15 minutes to get to work. Now that same ride is like 35-40 minutes. It's too many people here. Too many people. It's supposed to be a little sunny later today, but I don't know. Clouds are a little bit of a change. These are not the kind of clouds that are going to drop any rain on you, but pretty nice. I don't know what it is about lights. They seem to be longer. Maybe I'm just more impatient. Won't be long. Well, maybe it won't be long. Yes, this is a bunch more riders. Looks like we might get a good turnout this year. That's a good thing. There we go. Out of the way, birds. That make a little noise. Just ahead of us is the Salt River. We're not going to go that far. Turn here on Watkins Street. Used to be a cool little restaurant on this corner, a little Mexican restaurant. I used to eat at all the time. And tore it down a long time ago. Well, anywho, I'll be coming up to the venue, or so it speaks, the St. Vincent's here shortly. You got people camped out up here waiting to get fed, I guess. This is just the other side of this is the river bottom. I got one of our friends is bringing a bunch of turkeys today. He's got like 15 of them, so I'm not actually carrying one today, but one is earmarked in my name, I believe. And here we are. This is one of those events you get to see friends that you don't see but more than a couple times a year, friends and acquaintances. Wow, they got solar panels here now. That's new. Everybody's going green, I suppose. Honk honk, he says. It looks much better this year. This is going to be a good turnout. I like it. I like it. Anyway, Randy T-Bird signing off. I'm going to do some more video here a little bit later. And I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to walk around with my GoPro and talk to some people and get some more insight. Talk to you soon.